Yo guys, what's up? It's Burzinator here, and this video is a good one. It's a really good one. It actually was originally a newsletter that I sent out. I send a daily newsletter to my subscribers to the Burzinator. If you're not on it yet, click the link below, and you can also learn the 3 most deceitful fat loss myths. It's my free gift to you for signing up. But every day, send out immense value, try to download as much awesome information I can into your brains. And this one got such a good response that I said I have to turn this into a blog post. I have to film a video about this. I have to get it out there so that more people can see it, because there's a lot of really good life lessons that you can take away from it. So a few nights ago actually, I was watching the movie Batman Begins. This movie came out, I don't know, 5 years ago, 6 years ago maybe, I don't know. And I had seen it before too, but this time I saw it in a different way. I used to just watch movies, just for entertainment, just to relax and zone out for a while. But now I study movies. A lot of elite guys out there know exactly what I'm talking about. They'll love to pick apart the lessons out of movies and love to really analyze it and get everything they can out of it. But for some of you, maybe that sounds a little laborious or a little bit draining or something like that, and you just want to relax and watch your movie. I get that. I totally understand that. But the thing is, I actually enjoy movies far more now that I study them, now that I actually analyze them. All the art of the movie, the dialogue and all that stuff, it's just so much more meaningful. It gets all these life lessons installed in me. And when you see in Batman Begins, you see Bruce Wayne turn into Batman. You see him evolve into this new, better version of himself. And when you see that, you just get this model to follow of high status, integrity, action taking, all this great stuff that is just compelling you to take those lessons and take those actions and install them into your own life. So in this video, I want to share the top 3 things that I learned from this movie, from studying it, from life lessons that can be applied to any area that you want of your life, that are just big overarching themes that you should really try to internalize and make a part of your life. So let's go ahead and get started. The very first one, face your fears head on. So at the beginning of the movie, it shows Bruce's early life, and as a kid, there's a scene when he falls down a well, and there's all these bats flying around him. Super scary experience, definitely terrifying for a kid. His father comes down, picks him up, and says that famous line, "Bruce, why did we fall?" Then there's another scene where his dad's talking to him about fear, and he basically says that, all animals feel fear, and but it's not about about the feeling of fear, but how you react to it, how you respond. So people are no different. Everybody feels fear every time they're taking any kind of risk or anytime they're outside of the comfort zone. But the question you got to ask yourself is, what are you going to do when you feel it? Are you going to turn away, and are you going to try to avoid that uncomfortable situation? Or are you going to face it? Are you going to rise above, and are you going to conquer it? So it's not going to be easy or comfortable. Facing your fears is never easy or comfortable. And this, by the way, is not just in a short-term situation where you're surrounded by bats or something scary in the moment. This is also long-term. Anytime you have some sort of big project you want to take, or something that puts yourself out there, puts yourself on the line, that kind of fear is the exact same type of fear here. And it's not going to be easy or comfortable facing that fear. It's definitely going to feel tough, but the rewards are immense. As soon as you start facing your fears, your value as a person just starts to rise. The doors of opportunity will just open up for you, and you'll just be having all these new life experiences. It takes your entire life and bumps you up to this new higher plane after you break past that fear, where you can enjoy all of life so much more because you're now enjoying it from a higher level. And every time you face a fear, you're just raising yourself up, raising yourself up, raising yourself up. It really it makes life an adventure. And that's the best way to live life, to just think of it as an adventure that you're on, that you're trying to complete this journey. You're just, moving forward and enjoying all the excitement that comes along with it. So it's really helpful to remember what one of my favorite authors, Osho, says about fear. He says that all fear is rooted in the fear of death. Specifically, it's your ego fearing annihilation. So most things that you fear in the modern world, they're not actually going to kill you. whether it's putting yourself out there for your job or going to talk to a pretty girl or something like that. Those things are not going to kill you, obviously. But your ego wants to feel special and unique, and when you fail in any of these things, or when you are afraid of failing in those things, it's because your ego feels like it's dying. It feels like it's not special and unique anymore, and that separates it out, and that makes it feel that it's dying. So the best thing to do when you feel that fear is to just look at it directly, look at it head on, feel it, really experience it, and then just accept it. If you're creating distance between that fear, you're just creating more tension. Accept it and then act. And that brings me to my next point, which is take action, no excuses. Okay? There's this excellent training scene where Bruce is sword fighting. He's sword training Ra's al Ghul, who's the villain of the movie. He's sword training with him on the ice. And Raz is talking about Bruce's parents and how they were murdered, when he was a kid, how it all happened and everything, and Bruce feels like it was his fault. So Raz is telling no, it wasn't your fault, but rather it was your dad's fault. So obviously Bruce is going to get pissed at that, and he starts, going crazy with the sword or whatever. But Raz then explains, and he continues, he says, your father failed to act, and because he failed to act, that was what killed him. And so even though Raz is the villain, he actually has a lot of really good points. And the reason he's so believable as a character is because you can actually agree with him, you can understand him, and it actually makes sense. But the thing that makes him the villain is that he lacks the human compassion. But that's kind of a side point. The point here, the take action, no excuses, though, is you can choose to play the victim in any area of your life. There's always some excuse that you could find, no matter the situation. You could always say, well, but this happened, or well, but that. However, you can also choose to be the hero in every single situation in your life. Regardless of the circumstances, regardless of how many things are working against you, you can still choose to step up to the plate and to take action and to be the hero. Okay? I said this before, but everything is your fault. Everything. Now, a lot of people don't like to hear that because it takes too much personal responsibility. You have to step up. You have to accept that even things that were external that happened to you are still, in a way, your faults. The way you reacted to it, the way that you created that situation. If you want good things in your life, you have to take action on it. You cannot let anything stand in your way. You cannot let anything stop you. Okay? Never play the victim. Just always try to be the hero of your story. Always step up to the higher level. Always take that responsibility and move forward with it and take action. So the third and final lesson that I really gleaned away from this movie is that your life mission always comes first. All right, everybody has a life mission. Everybody has one. Some people have discovered it. Some people are working their way towards it, but most people aren't even trying. And some people don't even know that they have one. Your life mission is the thing that it deeply compels you to accomplish it. It's the thing that fills you with purpose and stirs you up inside. It's the core of who you are and why you're here on this planet, what you are here to accomplish. And you might not feel that strongly about something in your life, about what you're doing with your life. But all that means is that you're on the outside of the onion. You're on the outside layer. So one of my mentors gave me this awesome analogy that kind of changed the way I viewed my life mission and everything. So he told me that at the core of the onion is your life mission. And we all start on that outside layer. There's layers and layers and layers, and we're all on the outside layer of that onion. And the only way we can peel back that layer and get closer to our core mission is to take massive action on what is right in front of us. That layer that's right in front of us, the thing that we're working on now, we need to take action on that so that we can peel that layer away and get into the next innermost layer. And then we repeat the same thing. We take massive action on that next layer and we peel that away. And as we just keep taking action, we keep moving forward, we keep learning, we keep gaining experiences, we're getting closer and closer and closer to our core mission in life until we actually are there. The thing that we can't go to sleep without thinking about, we can't wake up without thinking about, the thing that drives us and compels us to move forward. So you might not feel that you have a life mission right now, or that you're even sure what it would be if you did have one. But that just means you're on the outside. It just means you need to start working on what you're working on, peel that layer away so you can move forward to the next level. And for what it's worth, I actually don't even think I'm at my core yet either. I'm still working through the onion as well. But you have to take action on what you can right now and move yourself forward. It's powerful. So once you've found your life mission, that becomes your priority in life. Nothing else comes before that. That is your reason for existing. That is your reason for being here. Now, in Batman Begins, his core life mission is to save Gotham. Nothing comes before that. He trains, he puts his life at risk, and he fights his former mentor just to save his city. And in fact, he wants to be with Rachel, his love interest, but he can't because saving Gotham comes first, even above love. And it's actually interesting, but the fact that he does have that life mission actually makes Rachel love him more, because people are more attracted to people who have that life mission, that passion, that ambition for the reason that they're here, for the thing that they're trying to tackle, to conquer, to accomplish. So when you find your life mission, it will just provide all this motivation, this passion. It'll just like pull you towards it. So keep working on that onion, keep peeling away that outside layer, and keep moving towards your core. All right, so those are the top 3 lessons that I got from Batman Begins that I wanted to share with you, because there's such important lessons for your life. And when you start internalizing them and really applying them, your life everything expands, everything is better, and you just move forward. So hopefully you've also started to realize how great studying movies can be, because, instead of spending the 2 hours and then looking back and being like, well, that was a nice story, or, that was a good way to zone out for 2 hours. Instead, I'm just filled with all this massive value and this inspiration for my life to move forward, these connections. When you study movies, that's what happens, okay? The colors are brighter, the sounds are clear, the feelings are more intense, and that art is more meaningful as a movie. So start studying and analyzing movies, start getting this from everything that you watch, and, of course, be sure that you start facing your fears, you start taking action, you start finding that life mission of yours. It's all great for your life. You're going to notice these crazy changes in yourself, and you'll just sit there smiling because of how happy you are that you're building yourself up and that you're increasing your personal value. So, like I said in the beginning of the video, this was originally a newsletter. If you want more stuff like this, if you want a daily newsletter coming your way, just packed filled with value, then make sure you sign up for the newsletter below. The link is below. You'll also get the 3 top most deceitful fat loss myths, which are super helpful for your fitness goals as well. So I'm going to go meditate, going to connect with my vision for the future, and then, of course, go take action. So I'm going to get out of here, champ. I will see you later.